Hi, good morning. This is Tibor Dema, 3:30 in the morning, specific time. I just woke up because I would love to share with you some very, very important information. And as I mentioned before, I'm a sport nutrition specialist, but also an elite trainer, and I was serving in the IDF. Plus, I was a professional athlete for 15 years. So today we are going to continue to talk about fats, but not the bad fats, but the good fats, the good guys. And I would like to emphasize this because when we hear fat, most of us like, wow, wow, wow. Fat? I'm not going to eat any. I'm not going to do any. The whole food plant-based diet contains almost no fat at all. And all sorts of fat comes from vegetables, which is great, but may not be enough. So, before we start, I would like to emphasize a few things. First of all, we are going to talk about the unsaturated fat sections. In the unsaturated fatty acid sections, specifically, we are characterizing monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. So let's talk about the polyunsaturated fats. Unsaturated fatty acids are component of the phospholipids in the cell membranes and help maintain membrane fluidity. That's takeaway number one. Takeaway number two. Fatty acids chain are polymerized in the cytoplasma and oxidized in the mitochondria. Now, if you guys don't know what mitochondria is the organelles that supply the cell's energy, ATP. Okay? ATP is equals to adenosine triphosphate. It's really the very basic element of energy. Now, why I'm telling you this? Because what you're about to hear is directly correlates to energy. And here is the kicker. Today we are going to talk about inflammation and why fats correlates to chronic inflammation. The answer is, for me, it's simple, but I would like to share it with you. Our Western diet directly correlates to many chronic diseases. And not just chronic diseases, but inflammations in our system. And as you know, inflammation is a very bad sign. And I would say it's almost a hidden bomb in our system. Because most of the time, we don't know until we just get sick. And then from that part, we unfortunately may get so sick that we have to take medications for the rest of our lives. And we don't want that. We want to live healthy. We want to live with a great energy. We want to be fit. And we want to look good. We want to feel good, right? So, what these Western diets are causing with inflammation? Where they are causing, we established already, heart disease and heart problems. This is the number one killer nationwide in the United States. About 2,500 people passes away from heart disease daily basis. Then it correlates to brain problems, metabolic problems, cellular problems, mood disorders, joint problems, and here I would like to mention arthritis, immune problems, skin problems, and autoimmune disease, and other degenerative diseases. So, what we can do about it and why we are talking about fats today, and the reason why is because there are some good fats, essential fats, in blue zones in our planet. People live so much longer than we do. And the reason why they have access to the amount of food and the amount of good fats that they need. And we don't. And even if we do have access, we don't eat it. We do have access to many fruits and vegetables. We don't eat them, right? So this is an issue, and it has to be addressed. And I would like to address it because that's my job. So what really? So let's clear the first part out. How many essential fatty acids are there? And the answer is 26. 11 omega-3 fatty acids, 10 omega-6 fatty acids, and 5 omega-9 fatty acids. Now, of course, we cannot eat them all, and we don't want to eat them all. But what we really would like to do is to balance all these fatty acids or some of the essential omega-6 and 3 fatty acids and reduce inflammation in our system. This is doable, and this is achievable, and this is very important. I think if you would like to get healthy, this would be step number 1. Why? Because, as I mentioned, heart disease hits our nation very hard, and more people hospitalized, and more people fall ill. And I'm not talking about the older generation, but we are talking about now the younger generations, sometimes 30 and below. So why we are talking about inflammations and chronic inflammation specifically? What it that does? Well, processed food and saturated fats are directly responsible for our cell membrane hardening. So imagine a surface. It's a best example in California that we don't have rain at all, right? And when it does rain, the rain is not able to go into the ground, but flows around and find its way to go out and away. And it probably hits the ocean or hits other places where we collect water. Why is that? Because the surface of the ground is so hard that the water cannot access it. Now, it's very similar with our cells. With inflammation, the cell membranes, the outside part is so hard that the nutrient flow is almost blocked. What does that mean? That the essential vitamins, minerals, the essential amino acids, some enzymes that are very important for us, not capable of entering our cells. And when that happens, we're breaking the natural flow of our biological machine. And we don't want that. So taking the right ratio of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are essential. It will reduce inflammation in your body. It will help you to generate more energy. It will help you to prevent so many diseases, including degenerative diseases. Okay? So I wrapped it up really fast, as I promised. There's so much more to tell about this topic, but I don't want to hold you up and no one has time. So when I say there are so much more to talk about when it comes to fats, it is simply true. And we are going to talk about it in a class forum and what kind of topics we are going to talk about, right? And I'm going to tell you right now. Cholesterol synthesis and catabolism. We are going to talk about ketone formation. You really want to know about that because ketosis, right? We are seeing lean people everywhere. Are they healthy? Not always. And they don't even know it. We are going to talk about fatty acid synthesis. We are going to talk about fat transport and lipogenesis. We are going to talk about fat metabolization and lipolysis. We are going to talk about fatty acid synthesis, beta oxidation. These are all connects to fats. And again, we are going to talk about this in a class forum. If you would like to know more about fats, please hit us up, livebuzzfeed.com, schedule a class. It's called a nutrition class. And we are going to teach you all about these things. And I think all of us at this point should know this. Science excels with the speed of light. And I think we should, at this point, catch up with that and know it all It doesn't take a lot of time to learn these things, but we have to know it to be able to get better, to treat ourselves better, and create a healthy lifestyle. That's what Life Boost Fit does. We believe that health is everything. We believe that health is achievable, sustainable, maintainable. Sometimes when we fall ill, also, not sometimes, many times it's reversible from an unhealthy stage to a healthy stage, and so forth. So again, hit us up, liveboostfit.com, Tibor Deme. Our phone number is 818-849-2453. And let's do it, right? And note for athletes, because we talked about the energy transfer, and of course, it originates in our cells. I highly recommend you guys to follow these kind of topics because as a professional athlete, you should know these things. And even if you don't want to know them, you have to work with someone that knows these things and can guide you what to eat and how to eat. All right? Have a lovely day to all of you. Wishing you all the best until we talk again. And the next topic will be supplementation and supplements. I am working on a short documentary, and literally, jaw will drop. So watch that as well. Thank you, guys.